Hello again.
Wow. That I was like off in dream world or something.
I know, it's that music. You just kind of get in a rhythm and
I know.
lose yourself. So I was reading through the comments while we were listening to the music, and Lori is putting the edge on her scrappy granny square throw. Her sister had made the squares, but she didn't want to join them. So I had that happen once. Someone gave me a half-finished granny square blanket.
Oh,
I didn't have to do much work. I just had to join it together.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. What did I do with that? I think I gave it back to the person, actually. I have enough blankets. I've got a few.
I hear you. Oh, guys, just in case you're wondering, Mel is right in the middle of getting Rose haircut. So
yeah,
as soon as they're finished, she will be joining us.
Yep. All is good. All is good in the yarn hooker verse. The yarniverse. Right. the yarn hooker yarniverse.
Yarniverse. I like that.
So you guys, Ginger and I are so on the same wavelength that right before we went live, she and I went to get ourselves a snack, and we're like, all right, I'm going to go get something and I'll be right back. And so Ginger, should we show them what we both came back with?
Yes.
Do you have your wrappers? We both came back with fruit snacks.
Well, and a drink.
And something more to drink.
Earlier today, I was drinking out of this cup.
So we are totally on the same wavelength.
Yeah. And I would have my yarnologist hat on, but Anthony has taken it for his own.
He's commandeered it.
Yes, he has.
Can't help it. It's a good hat. He can't help it.
I know, it's a great hat. I need to go see if it looks like fits good. It's cool.
It does fit really well. I do like the fit of this hat. I had to give the brim a little bit of a bend, but
that's all right. That's no biggie.
Considering what my hair looked like when I put the hat on, it was the best idea for all involved.
It was a good deal.
My hair was looking like Neil's.
Oh,
there's Neil.
You guys, has everybody seen Neil?
Oh, I keep moving my hand the wrong way. Here's Neil. Neil is my new friend.
Neil's awesome. Let's hide it. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say my husband's not crazy about Neil.
Aww.
But he'll grow on him. He'll grow on him.
Yeah.
It won't take long.
Once he starts shooting babies out of his head, Todd's going to love him.
You can't say that about just any Neil. How's your friend Neil? Well, he's shooting babies out of his head. Oh my goodness. Well, should we say hi to everybody in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to start that. Hi, Samantha and Amby and Carol and Alice and Wanda and Lori and Amy and Gina and Katrina and Janine and Amy and Proverbs and Lauren. And sorry, every time I've got to touch screen.
I know. It just pops that scroll right back.
Yeah. Hi, Quilty. And and Sparkle. Hi, Sparkle. And Alice. Have I missed anyone? And Lydia and Frenchie.
Did you say Jamie? I see Jamie's got a big comment. And M560. Okay. Thank you, M560. Sometimes I feel a little silly with the headset. But the microphone on my Chromebook is terrible. So I have to wear some sort of headphones or mic, and this one's got a really long cord. So that's why I chose it. Jamie says she's working on, where did she go? I had it. There it is. She's working on a mosaic runner rug for the front area, and I'm so over it. I stitched it together and called it a throw pillow cover. And she loves Neil. She loves Neil. I actually had already messaged Jamie a picture of Neil because Jamie and Ginger get my obsession with my plants. So yeah.
Plants are important.
They are. When my son says, "Mom, why do we have so many plants?" I always say, "You already know the answer to that question." And he rolls his eyes and he says, "Yes, I know. Oxygen, and they make Mom happy." And I'm like, yes. What more important item in our household could there be?
What more could you ask for?
Yeah, it gives us oxygen and it makes Mom happy. You want to keep that.
That's right. For the sanity of the whole household.
Absolutely. Ambi just hit herself in the head with her phone. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Ambi, don't do that.
That's a bad idea.
Lori says Neil has a real 80s vibe.
He really does. He really does. Deneen says I should plant grass on his head so I can trim it. Give him a haircut.
Oh. Well, you know, it's kind of that way with the babies.
Yeah.
You get to cut the little umbilical cords.
Oh, I have the hardest time. Trimming them down. I have a huge golden pothos, and yeah, it got a major cut. But I've got a beautiful one that I'm propagating from.
Nice.
Yeah, the golden mama, as I call her, the golden mother. She's always given me more plants.
Yeah.
She gives me more and more and more.
Yeah.
So. Ginger had 200 plants, you guys. She's way worse than me. 250. Oh my word.
I get a bit obsessed with things.
I noticed that.
And you get obsessed, but not quite as much.
I get obsessed, but I'm also really thrifty. So sometimes I'll go out in the yard and I'll just like see a vine or something and I'll go, oh, I bet that would look pretty in a pot. I've got an English ivy I did that with. I call her Lady Mary because she's very temperamental.
Aww.
Like Downton Abbey, Lady Mary, if you don't know Downton Abbey.
Oh, hey, Samantha, Mel is getting Rose's haircut. She could only get her in at a certain time, so she will be here soon.
Just got a message from her. She's just getting back to her house now, so we should see her very shortly. Yay. I'm so glad.
Oh, is she here?
I don't know. She says, I'm back.
Yeah.
So.
She was shaking her head. Yes.
I'm here.
Yay. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry about that, but
no worries.
Before and after and see why it took over an hour for her hair to get cut. And that was after waiting like 2 hours to get her in.
Oh, yeah. We got to see the before and after. We must.
Hi, Peanut, wherever you are.
She's bringing in groceries, poor thing.
Oh, she's such a good girl.
She is a good girl. Thanks. All right, so that's before.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very
beautiful.
Very empty canvas there. Lot to work with. Oh my gosh.
So she was modeling it after her haircut.
She looks stunning.
It's been 2 years. So that's what she had before.
Oh, she looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love that
classy. Haircut. Very classy. Yeah. I love it. Mm-hmm. Way to go, Ro.
So Sindra.
Oh, of course. Sindra is here for the first time. Welcome, Sindra.
Hi, Sindra.
Ambi says that Neil is funky and groovy.
He is, very much so.
Do you know Neil?
Neil?
Yes.
Neil,
I will show you Neil.
Mel.
Let me move my head.
Oh, yes.
There's Neil.
I love his hairdo. I didn't know you had named him Neil.
Well, I was going to name him Gordon, but my husband said, no, I think he looks like a Neil. So his name is Neil.
You just gotta go with it.
You know, sometimes you gotta, make the man feel like he's in charge.
Well, right. Of course.
I know.
If he were in charge, Neil wouldn't be in our house. But I like Neil, so it's all good.
All right. That works.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Maribel and Regina and Judy. and Samantha and Deneen. Who else I haven't said hi? We haven't said hi to yet.
Carsey A. King. Lori says, I plan to return the throw. She's making that throw for all the squares she inherited. She said, my brother-in-law was sad that she wasn't going to finish it, so I decided to help them out. Oh, that's nice, Lori.
That is
Lori is so kind, you guys. She really is.
Yeah.
Lori is the person who's collecting hearts for us.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So sweet.
Oh, also, she made the suggestion for a crochet along.
I really like that idea.
I do too. She actually, I think it was on your live this morning, Mel, that we were
for the astrological signs.
Yeah.
The Zodiac, Cal.
That would be really, really cool.
Yes. I'm daunted though by it. But yes, it would be.
It would be awesome. I think it's pretty easy to do.
Okay.
We'll go with that for now. And we'll ask her for her thoughts again at the end of October. Because I reminded her, I said, Ginger, if we do this, the three of us are each going to have to make this project, work out all the kinks, get the patterns written by the end of December. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, we're almost through August. She's like, oh yeah. Oh, we can do it.
We can do it. We can do it.
We can do it. We can.
If I make the design, will you guys write the pattern?
Of course.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. These people do not want to see our behind the scenes planning going on.
Yeah.
This is my way of doing things. I can do it. What? I needed to have it done by tomorrow? Okay.
Oh crap! I got to do it.
And
yeah.
then comes and I'm like, I don't have it done.
And then at 10 of midnight, she's like, I have time.
Yeah, I guess I should probably start it.
Maybe I should get to that.
Are you tired, Mel?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'll be fine. I got that to do. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. Well, I'm probably gonna have Peanut get me a cup of coffee here in a minute, so I'm good.
Mel missed it, Ginge. She missed it. She missed our minds thinking like, so Ginger and I, as we do, you know how we always go and get ourselves a snack before we start, right, Mel? Mm-hmm. So Ginger and I both came back with fruit snacks and a drink.
Oh my gosh, I have the different Hooker's cup, but
I really came back with this cup, but I had this cup. I had my Hooker's cup in here from earlier this morning.
Her other cup was from this morning, so
gotcha.
So she actually has 2 cups.
Yeah,
but my tea's going to be all gone very shortly, so I have something else to put in my cup.
Which I finished mine off.
So Ginger and I are kind of dorky today.
They need to do like the Sesame Street song, Which One of These Don't Belong? And that would be me.
Oh, no. Which one of these things is more unique than the others?
Right, because instead of root beer, you would just have beer.
Exactly.
Exactly. So see, we're all thinking along the same line.
Same.
Yep, mine's just not Rudy.
There's Cortland apples, there's Red Delicious apples, and there's Granny apples, and you're a Granny apple.
I am a Granny apple.
Actually, I love Granny apples. Those are my favorites. Speaking of grannies.
Oh, yes.
It's hip to be Granny Square.
You know what? We actually have a granny here. Whoops, no. There. Yeah. We have a granny here. So.
I am a two-time grandma.
She's our Granny Square.
Granny squared because she's a 2-time grandma.
Oh, see that? Now we're talking math.
Oh, speaking of Granny squares, I wanted to show you guys real quick. Now I'm gonna do I do the where I show everything. It'll probably be not this coming week, but the week after. But look what's on the cover of the current issue of Crochet World.
Ooh.
I'm so glad you brought up Crochet World. I'm so glad you did, because I got an offer from them in the mail.
Oh?
Yeah. And I was like, should I do it? Should I do it? And you guys, I'm sitting here thinking about this. Should I subscribe to Crochet Magazine for $30 for 2 years? Like it's like this huge investment.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to tell you if that's worth it. Hang on a minute.
Well, according to them, it's really worth it.
But I'm going to tell you if it. So
that's what I want.
1 year, if you're to buy over the counter, is right around $42. It's $6.99.
So $15 a year then.
Well, let me back it up. No, it's less than that. Hang on. 6 times, because I gave you Canadian price. Times 6 times. Dang it. 6 times 6.
Lori says
that's $36 for 1 year if you were to buy it at face value.
So it's half off.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
So it's a good deal. And do you like the magazine? Do you get like lots of ideas from it? Yeah. Or is it just nice to look at the pictures? Or
both. You get inspiration from it. You also get because they're all well written. I haven't done any of the patterns in there just because you know what? I'm gonna retire one day. I'm gonna have a stack of these, and I'm gonna have so many projects to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of them might still be in style.
Exactly. And if they're not in style, they will be. Give it 5 freaking years.
Yeah, retro. Right. They'll be retro before you know it.
Exactly. That is true.
I mean, because like, look at this. This is something that would have been made in the 70s.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know,
definitely. Yeah.
So. But they're really well written. They're labeled well, from what I can tell. Anyway, I like them. I think that for the amount that you're paying for, it is jam packed with a bunch of patterns.
It looks like a nice magazine. It looks like it would just be something that I would read. So apparently they thought so. I don't know where they got my name, but they felt the Whippy Chick needed it. So
if you ever ordered anything from like Mary Maxim or, and had it delivered.
Hobie.
Well, it could be.
And Premiere.
Yeah. So that could be where they may have gotten your name.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, I think you've just settled my dilemma, Mel.
Yay.
Speaking of 70s though, check out this baby.
That's
awesome.
My grandma made it. So it's literally from the 70s.
That is straight up 70s. That's like from 1976.
She had another one, and I was going to try to like make something with it, and I could not find anything to match the colors. So this was as far as I got. But right up to the bright red was hers.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I do.
Grannies are very 70s, but I love them.
Well, and it's also not having the same colors. It's almost like framing her square in the middle.
With mine, yeah. Yeah. So someday maybe I still will do something with it. But we'll see. I love them. Like grandma's square.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I could wear it like a medallion.
That might be just a little much, but whatever makes you happy.
Well, you could. How many of those squares do you have?
That's it. Just those 2.
Oh,
wow.
You could incorporate it into a granny square cardigan.
There we go. I could put it over my heart.
That's awesome. I love that, actually. I love it.
I do too.
I never remember her making blankets. She made slippers all the time. She made mittens. She made hats. But I never remembered her making anything big. So I think she was just starting to maybe get interested in granny squares, but she was a busy lady and just never.
Yeah.
Or maybe she didn't like them. I don't know.
Do you guys hear my cat?
She made rugs.
I did.
I don't hear your cat.
Okay,
good. I heard it.
Maybe I need to turn up my volume.
Yeah, that's it. He's been he's taking after his namesake. We changed his name to Screech, and he's over there screeching at us. So somebody's in the bathroom and didn't let him come in with them. So
yeah.
Isella? I don't know how to say her name. She says granny squares are just filled in filet crochet with a border. Cheers to whoever figured it out in the 60s.
Cool.
Do Do you agree with that? Is it filet crochet with filled in? I don't know. There's so many different kinds of granny squares.
Yeah, there are so many different kinds.
I mean, the basic.
The basic granny square, yeah.
And then there are...
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I don't even remember where I got this one.
I love the colors.
It's beautiful, Ginger.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful.
These are, last year, these are two that I had that were like each other that I just put together and made a bag.
Oh, that is beautiful.
I love it. I love it.
So did you make those, Ginger, or did someone else make them?
Yeah. Yeah, I was
an or question. Did you make them or did someone else make them?
Yeah, I was on a granny square making addiction.
I love them. Love them. I need to do some tests on granny squares. I know how to make the basic one, but I haven't made any of the fancier granny. Well, I say that, but I have done the crochet along with Jada and Stitches but she sewed on applique, so never mind. That doesn't.
I love that one.
Peace, baby.
Pretty.
I think that's my favorite. I love the peace sign one.
Yeah.
I tried it before on this one, but it looks more like the Eiffel Tower.
It does.
I see.
Yeah.
I see with this one, these were leftover squares that I had from a blanket that I made for my daughter, Brandy. And I made her
so pretty.
I made her a granny square blanket in this whole color scheme. And that's
beautiful.
Loves it.
Gorgeous.
Deneen says, Mel, I'm working on another 12-point star blanket using Karen cotton. And Samantha says, what is your favorite granny squares? Everyone can answer. I think she's asking everybody in the chat as well as us. Lori says, we lost Mel. Lori says, Julie, can you just make another square and make it into a pillow? I have thought about that. Actually, Lori, I have thought about that. I might do it. That's, I think, kind of why I stopped at this size, because I was like, let me rethink this.
I don't know how that happened. I think I was trying to remove the comment from here and I accidentally removed Mel.
Oh gosh, can she come back?
Oh, there. Oh,
good.
I am so sorry.
I was worried if you
Ginger, you just don't know. I'm kidding.
If you remove someone from Zoom, they can't come back. So I was like, oh no, can she come back?
No, I was just in there and she kicked me out to the lobby, and I'm just like, okay, because I guess I was talking too much.
That's my job. I'm the one who talks too much. I'm the only monopolizer of conversation in this group.
We were kidding last weekend, you guys. Just saying, kidding last weekend. And between Julie and myself, Ginger's like, but. and we're like, you know what? You have control next week. Just mute our butts.
And she did.
Exactly.
She went above and beyond, man. She kicked you out to the schoolyard. She's like, girl, you're in detention.
That's right. Too much.
Well, let's just see if I can talk now. No, that's not what I did. You guys, I would not do that.
I would totally laugh. Yeah, right. Julie's being quiet now because she don't want to get kicked.
Angie says that Mel jumped out of the window.
I don't blame her. Not a bit of it. Oh my gosh. The 3D flower in the middle granny square is my favorite. My Nana made a whole king size Afghan with them.
Ooh, which one was it?
She says the 3D flower in the middle granny square. Mine? Am I in the middle? I have this small. This is a 3D one.
I have done one similar to that. I was going to make my mom a blanket. You know how many times I started blankets for my mom and I never finished them? I need to finish this star blanket. This is the third blanket. I just realized this. This is the third blanket I've started for.
All right, I'm going to tell you a secret. Here's what you do. You make a blanket with no particular person in mind. And then you give it to that person and you say, I made this just for you.
That's a great idea, except for I would never end up making any blankets with it. And I let my mom pick her coloring. So I moved a little bit back, so my lighting is not as good. So let me see if I can't fix that. You guys don't care, but I do.
I love this. Lori says Ginger seemed so sweet until she shoved Mel out of the window.
Not so sweet anymore.
But you know, I am the principal today. Thank you, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. With great power comes great responsibility. As far as granny squares go.
Julie, are you talking? Because I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself? Because you don't look like you've been muted by Ginger.
No, I haven't muted you. I promise.
You're very, very quiet.
You're very, very faint.
Oh.
There you are.
Oh, there you go.
My bag?
Hey, Samantha. Yes. Hi.
Is your bag on your mic? that honestly, and Ginger, I mean nothing by this because I would do it too, but it really sounds like something Ginger would do.
There's this little doodad on my cord, and I don't know what it does, but I must have pushed like a mute or something on it. Wait, let's try.
Awesome. And it sounds like something I would do too, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not just picking on Ginger.
I can't hear you.
So now can you hear me?
Yes. Now we can hear you. Mm-hmm. Now we can't.
Yeah, yes, stop.
I figured it out. That's the mute.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Nice.
Learn something new every day.
I didn't know it was there. Oh. You guys, this is such a sheep show.
It's a total sheep show. Well, I had all of my Christmas colored granny squares. See, I got when I got all my granny squares out, I started dividing them into piles of what they are.
Oh, good.
And these are Christmas granny squares.
She has a whole tub of granny squares.
This is my granny square tub.
Oh my gosh, Ginger.
I have a Ziploc bag of granny squares. She's got a tub.
Right?
I have a cardigan that I'm on.
Cardigan.
I don't feel like I'm
love the cardigan.
Hanging out with Ginger for a little bit.
Wait till you see the cardigan.
I'm almost finished with it.
Oh my gosh. I haven't even put any more rows on the blanket I'm making for my my great nephew.
Well, let's be honest. Ginger made these squares a long time ago.
I did. I made these.
She still had to join them, which can be a pain in the booty.
These squares are like 5 years old.
She could join them right, too.
I still have to finish. I'm putting a few more things on the lapel and trim. This comes down to my knees. So, Julie, it'll probably hit you mid-thigh.
I told her I want that. Give it to me.
I love the rainbows in that. That is so...
Yeah,
stand up and show us the back, Ginge.
Yeah,
okay,
put the hood up. I need to see the hood, too.
Is it?
Oh my gosh.
How cute is that?
So cozy and warm. Look, I love it so much.
I know those squares. I love the one right on her left butt cheek. It's really a pretty square. Right there, her hand's on it. Isn't that one pretty?
Is it the blue one?
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Looks like
and then I got
shining in the blue sky.
I got a sunflower right there.
You should have one with a moon there.
That would be perfect.
Wait, a sun on one and a moon on the other.
The hood up. I want to look at that. We're like, turn around, Ginger. I want to see the hood up.
Isn't that so cute?
That is so cool.
I still have to weave in the ends and make the sleeves and put a little more trim on the edge of it.
How many granny squares did that take? Those are bigger granny squares, but how many did it take?
15.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay,
yeah, but
okay.
But I didn't use the granny squares for the hood or the sleeves, or else I probably would have used.
But it looks like in the hood you used the granny stitch.
Some granny stitches and some bean stitches and some just whatever stitches.
Okay. I see that now. Okay.
Yeah, there was no rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of did whatever stitch.
It's awesome. I love that.
Always.
Thank you.
When you do something with no rhyme or reason to it, it still looks gorgeous.
I know.
So pretty.
Ziploc bag. I have a Ziploc bag. Well, to be fair, I have 2 Ziploc bags.
Oh yeah.
I don't even have. All I have are the 3 of the same. They're all the same. The ones that I haven't finished yet that I showed you guys last week. That's all I got.
Well, Mel, you've been a bit busy.
Yeah, you've been busy.
Yeah.
And seriously, I have not made any granny squares. I've just been putting my granny squares together.
Still, that's amazing. That's amazing.
And then
oh my gosh, Ginger.
Hello, sir. You see this guy? Hi, bud. Hi, Ginger.
So, Ginger, Lopsided Crafter would like to know, what size were the grannies? Are they 8-inch?
Yeah, I think
I want to say they are.
Well, they started out this size, which is about, I would say, about 8 by 8.
Okay.
And then when I went around them to make sure they were all the same size, I put I kept adding on more. I don't know if you can see, but I would go around in gray to make sure they all had the same number of stitches around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I sewed them together,
you want to take it off and show us, Ginger?
Oh,
That's for you.
Oh, while she's doing that, Samantha Stewart has a question. I have a question. Why did you call this show the Yarn Hookers?
Oh.
Because we hook things with yarn, I guess.
We're coming up with a catchy name. And because we're crocheters, we hook things with yarn. So we are the Yarn Hookers.
Yeah, we're the Yarn Hookers.
The Yarn Hookers. Okay.
That's right.
So it was weird. Whenever I did it, I made it into, first I would make sure that the gray made everything uniform.
Right.
And then I crocheted around it with red on some of them. And made
it looks like the next row up looks like they're blue.
Yeah. And then after I crocheted them all together, I went around it in purple. And I did that with the next row.
But with different colors.
Yeah, except I did it with blue and green on this row.
Wow. Ginger, so did you lay these out on a table, or did you just pick them up and just start?
I just picked them up and started.
I can't imagine that, Julie. I'm with you, Julie. Yeah.
You blow my mind.
And then I started sewing them together. I sewed up, well, they were already together on the sides, but I sewed the strips together, the bottom 2 strips together. And then of course you have to separate for the arms.
Yeah. Mel looks okay. She looks like, Mel, you have the same face that I had in chemistry class in high school. both years that I took it.
I'll make it, while you guys are talking, I'll make a little diagram of how I did all the squares.
She's like, guys, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Lori says, okay, Ginger, we need a tutorial about how you thought through the process on the construction of your granny cardie and how to mini-series stitch study of the stitches you used. Wow.
I'm going to tell you, honestly, I don't think Ginger does this planning process. I think she just rolls with it.
She wings it.
I really do.
Yeah. I'm a planner. I even my little blanket, the little baby gray square baby blanket, which y'all will see some pictures of when we get into the slides. I laid that out and planned that. So for somebody not to lay something out and it looking so flippin' awesome is unfathomable, whatever, to me.
Yeah, one of my slides even is showing how I lay mine out. There's pictures of different granny square blankets that I've made and how I lay them out on the floor and stand over them and take pictures and then move them and take another picture. And not Ginger. Nope. She just grabs about 15 squares and makes a sweater.
These look all about the same size. All right, let's go.
Let's work with this. Okay, so when I start, this is the back and the two fronts of it without the arm, without the other pieces. So this is the back. When you look at the back, this is the back.
Okay. And so the two squares on either side is the front?
Front. And they fold over. And then I attach the other one up here, but I don't attach it. I don't attach it to this one because that's where the arm's going to stick out.
Okay.
So I attach it right here and up here, if that makes sense.
No.
Yeah, it's perfect. I think that we need a more three-dimensional drawing, but that can wait.
She's just gonna have to do a show straight up on that, on how she put together her cardigan.
I will. I will try. I will try so hard. Does that make okay? It makes okay. Yay! It makes sense.
It made sense to TLC and Deneen. Yeah, but I'm looking at it going,
a little bit of sense.
Okay, hold on.
It's okay. It's okay, Jen.
I'm figuring something out.
No, trust me. I would have to dig in and.
I think I know what you mean. Like the one that you do on the top is where it goes. You join it where the shoulder would be. Am I right there? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I'm getting it. I have to see. My problem is I don't have the words to describe the things I want to describe.
Yeah, shoulder is a big word.
Yay, Angie! I'm so glad. I am so glad that you said that because I feel like the odd man out again. Angie said,
"Okay, so here, does that help?"
Yeah, it does. It's all crystal clear now.
See, because that's where the little arms.
That's the shoulder, right?
The arms go through right there, and this is the shoulder.
Yeah. I kind of knew. I kind of got it.
You know what? I have to see it constructed, and then I can figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just have to make some squares.
Yeah.
Out of paper.
One day.
Paper. Oh, that's a good idea.
We'll make them out of paper.
That's actually a great idea.
Or fabric scraps or something.
Or granny squares.
Or granny squares.
Yes, or granny squares, exactly. And I'm sorry for yawning.
It's
I love
okay.
this company. I'm worn out. I've been up since 7. And I didn't get a nap. and Julie's like, yeah, normal way for me, not understanding.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was thinking 4:45, and I haven't had a nap either.
I went to bed at 1. So does that help a little bit with understanding?
Yeah, totally. I don't,
Julie, I don't want to hear your crap.
No, I exaggerated. I went to bed at about 11:30, but I got up at about 6, I think. Which is, that's about it for me. 6 hours.
Do you think I should try to make a pattern for this?
Yes.
Sister, yes. That would sell like freaking. I'm with her. That would be, and your pictures will look flipping amazing. And as
I can model it for you.
Which means you won't get it back. So
that's my fee.
That's the modeling fee. But yes, you should create a pattern for it. It will be an intricate pattern, but I think if you can get that done within the next month or month and a half, it'll be great. Hello, Gremlin. It'll be great for the fall, and it would be an amazing seller for you. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you just need to write
your way to agree with the lopsided crafter.
Now, Ginge, are the squares yours or?
Well, like most of them, I just
winged it.
You just wing it. Yeah, like on these, everybody knows how to make these. And these. And these. You just...
Yeah. So you need to go on that website. What did she call it?
What?
Not everybody knows how to make those, but bless you for thinking so.
I'm trying to remember the name of the The
The one
program.
that you can put the graphs out on.
Stitch Fiddle.
Stitch Fiddle. Okay, I'm writing that down.
Yeah, because then you can learn how to make the diagrams.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that an app?
It's either an app or a website. I'm not sure. That's what who was it? Ginge?
Oh,
Crojo? No.
Stitch Fiddle. Who was talking about
Loopy
making
Lamb. Loopy Lamb.
Loopy Lamb? Yes, Loopy
Ashley.
Lamb.
Ashley was telling us about it.
Oh, okay.
Yay, you guys are making me feel good. Thank you.
It is not an app, at least not.
No, I don't think it's an app. I think it's like software, website based software. Like you subscribe to it.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, we're like 42 minutes in.
Ooh. Oh, we should start our slideshow.
I was thinking.
Okay, so I totally got distracted, you guys. This is unrelated, but I was looking for Stitch Fiddle on my phone. That's what I'm doing. And then I go to Google, and it's got the news with the release date of the show that I'm like so excited about.
What show is it?
I'm so distracted by looking up the release date. Oh, I already knew this.
What show is it?
Cool. Never mind. What?
Nadi says, Ginger, how many squares do we need to have ready for your cardigan with hoodie and a pocket?
Oh, and a pocket. You need to make like however many pockets you want, because you can put a bunch of pockets on it. But yeah.
How many squares? Was it 15 or 16?
Just for that basic one. Oh, thank you, Katrina. Very, very much. Thank you. Yeah, for the basic one, you just need 15. But then again, for the basic shell, you know, like say if you're just going to make a sweater vest, you would make 15. And yeah, I need to figure those out, because the way I would put it together is the smaller the body, the smaller the squares.
Oh,
but
makes sense.
Yeah, but I need to do make all the measurements to make sure that I say, you know, if you're
or the bigger the body, the bigger the squares.
Or the bigger the body, the bigger the squares.
Michelle, on Ginger's current one, I think she said the squares are about 8 inches.
Yeah, they're 8 by 8, and I usually wear a large. So when I make my measurements, I make mine for 40 around. I like mine to be really big. I'm not really like a form-fitting person, so this is really big. And they're 8 inches across, but as you can see, there's a lot of space in between here.
And the joins,
in between each square.
Yeah.
So
there is
about 3 inches.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 14 rows in between each square.
Yeah, those are all single crochets.
Okay.
And,
oh my goodness, Screech.
but yeah, so I mean, this pattern is kind of be like a book.
Come here, bud.
Well, I think you could like break it down into 15 different squares.
Well, you
have
can
15 different patterns, and then get the join pattern with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you get maybe 5 squares free or something like that.
Right. Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it, because I mean, really, you could make there are so many options that you could make out of these sweaters, and like they don't have to be crazy colors. Like you could make them all.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
like the light, pretty colors. You could put this fringe.
You can make it pastel. You can make it pastel. That would be pretty.
You can make fringe or this bobble fringe all the way around.
Oh, Ginger, you should do that on the test one.
Oh,
I love that. Our crochet along, that needs to be the border.
Oh my gosh, that would be gorgeous. Oh, Erica says she'll help me write it or edit it.
There you go.
Oh, Julie's saying, hey, wait a minute.
That's okay. Have at it. It looks like a lot of work.
No, Julie just wants to, you know.
I just want to model it.
Photos and model it and keep it.
And have it get lost in my closet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one actually is so big it could be a Snuggie.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you just break it out. You know what I was thinking too? You could also make a smaller one and put it inside this one and make it double layered. It would be a coat.
You'd be so hot. You'd be roasting. Even here, you'd be roasting.
It would be quite hot.
Yeah. Holy
I just saw somebody say smash the thummies.
Oh yeah, smash those thummies. Boink, 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 boink.
Actually, and what I found out is that the more thumbs we get, the more YouTube knows we're here, which means the more Yarny friends we get to meet.
Right.
And we want to make it the big Yarny friend party.
Yay! I like that.
Yay!
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Right? We could totally say goodbye to our heating bills.
I was just seeing where Alice said that. Yeah.
Yeah. We wouldn't need anything.
No, well, you said line. You said line it, right?
Oh yeah, that would be.
Because if there's a breeze, then it's, it comes to the holes and gets cold. But
right.
Yeah. Charlene says, hello, ladies. How are you all? Simple granny squares are what I first learned to crochet. Ginger, let's start let's start the slides.
Okay, now this might take me a minute to get up. So we will get this figured out. I might be getting better at this.
Oh, you're awesome at it, Ginge.
Screen sharing. Share screen.
I'm just going to show granny squares while we wait.
Oh, wait a minute.
Beautiful.
Entire screen window or Chrome tab. I want to share a Chrome tab.
I need to weave in my ends.
No, I do too.
It's a Chrome tab.
Okay, there we go. Is it there?
Yep. Well, you got to click on granny squares.
Oh, yeah.
The correct slideshow.
At least we don't keep messy folders, so that's not embarrassing.
This is true.
No messy folders in the yarn hookers.
No.
Okay, and then we press present.
Yes. Don't share it, because I've done that before, because it's bright orange.
Yes, I know. It wants you to do the wrong thing.
Is it letting me? Oh, it's letting me share. And now what do I need to do to make it fill the screen?
It should when you share.
Click present.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
there we go.
That's what I meant to say. Present. Yeah.
My computer was just moving a little slow.
Yeah. I think that the slideshows do go a little slow. I was talking to Ginger about that earlier because there's a lot of data on there, and it slows things down.
I hear you. Granny squares. Okay, now the reason I picked one with all the candy on it was because grandmas always have candy.
Yes.
Oh, I wondered what the correlation was.
Yes. And, well, I was thinking the bright colors and stuff, but you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, after I worked on it, I had to go buy myself some Sour Patch Kids.
Some candy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh, no, I can't eat that candy.
Oh, so I told you guys last week that if you shared some of your granny squares with us on the Facebook page, I would put them in the slideshow. So Lori was telling us earlier about the granny squares that she got from her sister, and her sister didn't put the blanket together, and now Lori is working on it for her. Those are the granny squares.
Ooh, I like those.
Terry took her granny squares to the beach.
Oh, that's
so how nice is that?
Granny squares had a good vacation.
I would love to go to the beach right now.
Not me. I can't stand the beach.
Oh, I love the little loveys.
Yeah, so these are Lori's as well. Look at that blanket. Oh,
that's
my gosh.
Beautiful. I love the print.
Lori, on that, I have a question. Are those regular stuffed animals that you put like did you cut their head off, or is their body like underneath the lovey part?
Oh.
It sounds bad. Did you chop their head off?
So Samantha says, where can I find all the slideshows from the Yarn Hookers presentations? Well, we've got two answers for you, Samantha. You can either find them on our Facebook group. I put them up every Sunday morning. Or you can email us at yarnhookers.forever@gmail.com. The link is below, and we can email you them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Trying to answer the questions as they come up.
I hear you. Oh, I was thinking of Rita. She said, Tic Tacs and tissues in my granny's bag.
Oh, yeah. My grandma had Tic Tacs. They were always the peppermint kind and not orange.
I'd say I don't like the orange.
Oh, I do.
Ugh. I like the minty.
Orange reminds me a little bit of baby aspirin, and that actually explains some things, because I understand you would eat baby aspirin. Baby aspirin. Yep.
Yeah, I did. So Sarah made some granny squares, and Kathy Ann made some granny squares.
Those are both gorgeous.
Aren't they beautiful?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, Kathy made some big granny squares. I forget, the granny squares don't have to stay this big. You can make them bigger.
I love that one up in the upper corner on Kathy Ann's it looks like a little heart.
A little heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Really, Kitty? The kitty's
that is really, really pretty. Okay.
Bev says, I'll remember that, Julie. If we meet, we'll have orange Tic Tacs.
Oh, nice.
A few people are saying that they found the 365 Granny Square on YouTube and can't wait to try some. So we'll talk about that soon. There is a slide for that. Yeah.
Judy,
that sounds fun.
Answering my question. Judy answered my question.
I forgot what your question was.
If they chopped off the head. But
yeah.
It's made around an elastic. So you put the elastic over their head, and I think their bodies are underneath.
Oh, so you strangle them.
Oh, you put a little poncho on him. Keep wearing a poncho.
That's right. And Lori says, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but Lori says, now, Mel, do I seem like the type to decapitate a cute little stuffed animal? What bodies are in there?
Samantha does not see the email address in the description box below. So, Samantha, it's yarnhookers.4 ever@gmail.com. But we will make sure that we can get that to you.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down so I remember to put that in the description.
Yeah, or if someone wants to put it in the chat too, if they can. By the end of the episode, we'll have it in the chat or something. We'll have it for you, Samantha.
Yeah, we'll make sure we have that.
We'd really love it if you guys did shoot us some emails, because we could send you all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, because we're fun people.
They are. I'm not. No.
Yes, you are.
So whose slide is this? It's not mine.
Okay, so this is taking straight from Instagram. I wanted to tell you a few things about this and why I love Instagram so much. Okay, this is an example of an account that I pulled up when I put in the hashtag, in the Instagram search, hashtag Granny Square patterns. This is the top one that I pulled up, and her handle is Brunicality. What she makes, she also has a YouTube channel, but she makes lots of different things, has lots of tutorials on Granny Square patterns that she designs. So like she has a little tank top, a headband. Here, I'll go over to the next slide.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. And so she has tutorials that you can go watch right now tonight on her YouTube channel where you can make these things out of your granny squares.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's why I love Instagram so much, is basically, it's kind of like Pinterest, but I'm a visual person. I mean, I guess Pinterest is visual too, but I don't know. I just find things so easily for inspiration.
Well, and I think that that Instagram, because I have a screenshot kind of like that of what you get on Pinterest search. But Instagram, it stays true to the hashtag a lot better than your search results are in Pinterest.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's one thing, and I mean visually, right there, that is inspiration. And a
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's 6x4 rectangle. It's inspiration.
Well,
It's 6x4 rectangle right there.
well, but Dan, I mean, really, I kind of put 2 pictures side by side. Normally it's 3. It's just the 3 pictures across.
Look. We don't need to give away our secrets. It's a 6x4. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, and it, like down there at the bottom, she's got a square cardigan that it looks like she made, but she made the sleeves with it, and it's a little, it's a little different. So there are so many different ways you can use granny squares. It's just exciting. Okay, here's another YouTuber that Instagram person who does tutorials on granny squares. And that's her YouTube channel. She is Granny Squares Forever. That's her handle on Instagram.
Cool. Okay.
Or that's what her name is in her thing, but she's HD Designs Crochet.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. So tutorials, I wanted to put tutorials to a couple of people that you guys could get tutorials. So if you wanted to go make something right away tonight, that you could.
Yeah. Love it. Go and make it. Not now. Wait. Because you're watching us.
Right. Okay. Now, here's another thing. I don't know. I was talking, you guys have heard me talk about the Instagram carousels before. They're the one that you can put like up to 10 pictures on.
Yeah.
Right. This person right here I got her from the hashtag Granny Square Pattern. Her name is Jen Port. The first picture she has is those granny squares with that graph right there, where you can make, it shows the pattern in picture form. And then she shows a tutorial of each round of the squares and then a whole bunch of them at the end. But yeah, so basically it's the whole tutorial for a granny square right there.
In pictures, yeah.
Right there in your Instagram post.
That's a brilliant use of the carousel feature. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, if you guys wanted to make that tonight, you can make that tonight.
Awesome.
And that's fine. Okay, whose are these?
Okay, this one is mine. And if you're looking for some ideas, I found this great book. Ooh, almost dropped this great book. And I've got a video tomorrow that I review this book. I love it. I love everything in this book. This picture here, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can tell from looking at that chair how big that granny square is on that blanket.
That is huge.
Isn't that cool?
That is huge.
Wow.
I thought it was so cool. This book is amazing. I really, really, really loved it. The charts are really, really clear to read, easy to read, but it's also got the written instructions too. And she breaks everything down into 10 squares. There's only 10 squares, but she shows you 3 different ways to make blankets with it using different borders and colors. And honestly, the blankets look so different from one another, but they're actually the same blanket. It's just, the colors and the borders make it look so different.
Do you know
I love this book.
Do you know if that's available on Amazon? Have you looked?
I do. And if you watch the video tomorrow, it'll give you all that information. But yes, it is available on Amazon for Kindle and in print.
Awesome. I'm asking because I'm about to go put it on my wish list right now.
Oh, very good. It's written by Margaret Hubert. Margaret Hubert, who is amazing. She has patterns that are featured in Crochet magazine, Crochet World, and Crochet and Runway. Oh, she's got 30 books that she's written. And she was also inducted into the Jean Linehausser Crochet Hall of Fame, which I didn't even know existed.
Oh, I did. Before you told me that earlier today, what? Crochet Hall of Fame. Oh my God, we all have goals now.
Yes, we do. Yes, Lori, this is one of my library books that I'm doing reviews on. So this is tomorrow's review. I'm doing one book review a month. So this is tomorrow's. So not to plug my channel, but watch my channel. No, I'm just kidding.
Put my channel on it too, on this slideshow too. So
yeah,
we made something. So
yeah, that's why we have. Well, that's kind of how we got started. Is a way to promote each other and ourselves. So, but yeah, I think everybody would really like that book. So another way to get inspiration for your granny squares is the 365 Days of Granny Squares. The link is right in that picture below. And that just shows the first, that shows squares 9 through 28. There are 365 of them. And I have done 10 this week. So
wow.
It starts off with like the very basic granny. But yeah, there's all different kinds. There's so many. I love this one. So cool. Like, I just love that you can do so much with granny squares.
Yes.
I like that one that is it's right.
This one?
Right there. Can you guys see where my little pointer is?
Now, oh yeah. Yes. Oh, that's the mitered squares.
Yeah.
I did a whole blanket of mitered squares. It's not as hard as you might think. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. So in the 365 Days of Granny Squares, first of all, hats off to this girl because I think she actually continued on. I think there's actually 370 at this point. But she put out one video every single day. And if you are a YouTuber, you can imagine how hard that is.
Videos are tough. And to do one a day? What?
Yeah. Her dad did all of the filming and editing for her, so that helps.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Amy, we will have the link in the slideshow. We will also let me get all the links together. I'll put them in the description afterwards. Be patient with the description. Well, the description, they'll be in the description, but I have noticed that a lot of times it takes like the time it takes to process for the whole live chat to show.
Yeah.
So I'll put it in the description so you guys can see it.
Yeah. Or
before then. Like
I said, shoot us an email and we will get you the entire slideshow tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Send us your email. We can get you every link there is later on this evening. So
yes.
I really, I think it would be really great if we started collecting email addresses from you guys, because then we can send you stuff really easily and you can send us pictures and stuff. So it'd be really cool.
Yes,
yeah. Because I know we're going to have things like crochet alongs and stuff coming up. And it would be just so nice to shoot you guys all of that information.
Yeah, even like a monthly newsletter or something like that that'll have all this information. Yeah, we can make that happen. It wouldn't be too hard for us if we have your email addresses. A lot of people are not Facebook people, and I respect that. That's okay.
Right.
I wasn't a Facebook person until I met these two yahoos. So no, I'm just kidding. But the only Facebooking I do is with groups. I do crochet groups and my plant groups, and that's really it. So I understand, a lot of people are not Facebook people. Oh, Samantha sent us an email. Good job, Samantha.
Yay. Wanda says, Margaret does a lot of freestyle crochet also. She got to meet her.
Wanda, that's amazing.
In Manchester, New Hampshire a couple of years ago at the last GCOA conference. What's a GCOA?
Crocheter Group of America or Guild of America. Crocheters Guild of America.
Yeah. I think that they're the ones that do the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved this book so much, and I looked into the author, Margaret Huber, and I started researching her, and what an amazing, talented woman she is. I was as impressed with her as I was with the book, and she's got lots of books, so I'm eager to check them out.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Awesome. I did have one other book that I didn't have in the slideshow, but this one I haven't really looked at this one too much, but it looks pretty good. So this is going to be another book review that I do. trying to make it so there's no glare. And I know Ginger's got one too.
Oh, yeah. I'll show it to you guys after you finish showing that one, Julie.
Yeah, I'm not going to look too much into the book. I can't really recommend it because I haven't even really cracked it yet.
Oh, okay. I love
just showing you the cover.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're getting them from the library too. I think that is just so cool.
Well, you know, there's one thing that I found in the library by getting books from the library is the fact that you find the ones that you truly, truly love.
Right.
And you can go and buy those because, you know, it's hard to tell, especially with these days, when you buy books, you buy them more from Amazon, and bookstores don't carry a lot of pattern books. They carry some, but to browse through. But this way, go to the library, pick up a few, and if you find one that you love, then go buy it. I have the one, I'm going to run off camera because I have a Granny Square book, and then also I have the one that I meant to show you guys last week, and I didn't have it with me. So I'm go off camera really quick.
Okay. So I'll just go over this. Oh, you want to wait? Or do you want to read?
Go over that, and then I'll show everybody the Granny Square book. Okay.
So one of the things that Ginger and Mel and I were talking about a little while ago is how do you arrange your granny squares? So the first picture there on the left is the Granny Square project that I'm currently working on, and it's all these giant grannies, and it's just leftover yarn. It's all 3-weight yarn, which I'm not really crazy about using 3-weight yarn, so I doubled it up, and I'm just making these big old squares, and then I throw them on the floor in front of my feet. You can see my feet in the picture, and then I just kind of take a picture, and then I'll rearrange them, and I'll take another picture and just kind of see how I like them. With these great big ones, it doesn't really matter which order they go in, but the mitered ones that I did, it makes a big difference. If you turn all of those just one way, it makes a completely different pattern. Like that one, it looks like, I think of like windows when I look at it.
Yeah.
But you could have it all like going diagonal ways and stuff. Yeah, so I just lay them all on the floor and take pictures and decide how I want them to be lined up because like Mel, I'm more of a planner. And Lisa, the Grammys scattered all the way. Thank you. His name is Neil.
Neil, the plant head from the 80s.
Yeah, he's my mascot, I think. So Lori just posted a photo of a book on Granny Squares. I love the Yarn Hookers Facebook page. It's on Amazon, but I got mine at Ollie's. Ollie's is another good resource for books.
I'm going to show this book that I got.
I love it.
Yes, I got this from Joann's on the week that they had 30% off of their books. You can also get it on Amazon. I can put that in the link. I haven't put it in the description yet, but I can put that in there if anybody wants to take a look at it. It has 100 granny squares in it, and I won't go too depth in it, but these are like all the granny squares that are in it. There's a whole bunch of, there's some 3D.
I love them.
Different geometric shapes. There's just a whole bunch of different ones.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's a bunch of them. And I love the layout that it tells how to do all the basic stitches. And then each pattern is laid out, you know, with this and the word pattern. So I really, really like this book.
Yeah, I can see why, Ginger. And you know what I was thinking?
Look at that one.
Oh, I know. It's beautiful. I like the blue one with like the starburst.
Oh, yeah. That one right there.
Yeah, that one. Another place to look for books is eBay. Because sometimes you can get a used one.
True.
For a nice discounted price too. So don't forget eBay, guys.
Well, because they sell used there too.
On Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon does too.
Yeah, this is I haven't started using this yet, but I think since I'm going to be putting together a pattern for the guys, I've got thoughts going through my head. Just start talking so I don't get confused.
Oh my gosh, Ginger, you are so funny. Lauren Jordan says, "Oh, I like the look of that book. I have a 3D squares book and can't wait to try that one out, but I've made a lot of squares from the Jan Eaton book. Simply Crochet did a cool insert this month too." And I think, isn't that what you were talking about, Mel? Or was that, no, that was Crochet World.
It was Crochet World. I actually haven't even opened it, but their cover is granny square type of motif. So
nice.
That is so pretty.
It is very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And I'll share my books whenever I get through my slides, because I have a slide on books as well. So
okay. Oh, Yarny Fairy, that's really sweet of you. Thank you. She says, I get to spend about 15 minutes with you lovies, and then it's off to work. What a great way to wake up with you wonderful people on my TV.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yarny Fairy. Sweet. Okay, so a lot of people talk about joining their crochet granny squares, and there's several different ways to join, but the continuous join as you go is my favorite, and I find that this Hooked by Robin YouTube video is really, really easy to understand, and this is my favorite method of joining my squares. Joining the squares used to be, well, I would say my least favorite part of granny squares, but I guess weaving in the ends is really my least favorite. Yeah. But I never liked joining them until I did this. And then it got to be like so satisfying to join them. I don't know. I just really like this method. So
I need to try that method. I haven't tried that method. I have always used sewing. So.
Yeah. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh,
I like it a lot.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, I recognize this beautiful blanket.
It is gorgeous.
That is the granny square baby blanket that I made. And I did do a 3-part series on this. I will tell you, I have not flipped the video. I need to do that at some point, but it is left hand only, these tutorials. So just a heads up, if you don't understand what you're looking at and what I'm doing, and if that confuses you, these are left-handed tutorials. But they are all 3 out there. So the first one is about the granny squares, making the granny square itself. The second one is the joining. And then the third one is the border.
Nice.
Yeah, I love these colors so much.
Too.
And what yarn did you use for this?
They don't have this colorway anymore, but it was Lion Brand Big Scoop.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember the ice cream.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's the same as what I'm using here. But I do not believe they sell that particular colorway anymore. So this is a Lion Brand Big Scoop as well. And just to let you know, so they're variegated, usually variegated, but that's and that actually might even be an old label. They may have updated the label, but it's their one where you have basically a baby blanket and one skein, because this is about 1,100 yards, just over 1,117 yards. So that's enough for a baby blanket.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep, I loved it, and it actually would have been a smidge bigger than that, but I had used some of those to create little mini baskets for Easter gifts for my daughter's teachers. I made these little itty bitty baskets. I think it was on Jada and Stitch's channel.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I put little chocolate eggs in there, so I could put about maybe 7 little chocolate eggs in there, and I gave them to all of her teachers.
Her teachers were really lucky.
Yeah, that is so sweet.
So, and then Christmas one year, her first year of high school, all of her teachers got they
got hats, didn't they?
That was her 8th grade teachers. The women got hats, and then the men got scarves.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Your daughter's teachers are really lucky.
Yeah.
They're not getting that anymore, because I don't have time for that anymore. The words got out, and now family members are like, "Hey, that's so pretty. I want something for Christmas." not that I make something for everybody, but those people that really, really mean something to me, they all get something.
Yeah.
You know what Anthony and Willie's third grade teacher did? She made all of the kids in her class. She made the girls hats and the boys scarves.
Oh, that's nice.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So I have a very sweet school crochet story. When my son was in, I think, second grade, he had a classmate that was diagnosed with leukemia. And so all of the kids learned how to crochet a beanie so that when he came back to school with his beanie on, they'd also all have a beanie on.
Aww.
To welcome him back and, make him feel less different. So isn't that sweet?
I love that.
That is sweet.
I gotta say though, second graders that don't know how to crochet make some really crazy looking beanies. But they tried really hard and it was really, really sweet.
Like,
that's really cute.
Like photo of the group of them with their crazy beanies,
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the school newsletter, the picture of them all lined up. And I remember my son's coming home and it was really just like a bunch of tangled yarn. But he tried really hard, so it was sweet. Cute. I just wanted to do it for him, but I was like, no.
I can't.
Can't do that.
So my take on when I looked for books, and I'll show you the 2 books I was going to show you here in just a minute. But when I was looking up the books, I was looking up things that you can make. Say you have just a bunch of basic granny squares. What are some things that you could make? And these are the two books that I like the best. At least when I looked at the look inside, they are now on my crochet to buy list. It's really a wish list, but I go shopping on it every once in a while and pick something. But they're both very, very cute. I thought, look at that purse. Isn't that cute?
I know, it's adorable. And that blanket, I love that blanket.
Yes. So these are just a couple of books that show you how to put together granny squares beyond the blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to just find Mel's wish list on Amazon and just cut and paste it and then make my own wish list, because everything she puts on her wish list is really, really
totally awesome.
I would love that. Yeah. If y'all ever want to buy me anything, just go to Mel's wish list and send it to Maya.
I love the handle on that granny square bag.
Actually, it's funny because I just recently added that, and it wasn't for people to pick up things for me. That's not my intent. I added it to my description, and the reason is it's because it is my to buy list. And if there's something on there that people want to have reviewed, then let me know and I'll move it up on my buy. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So so it's actually in my descriptions as of I think probably about a week ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and that was the point of it. Just so, hey, if you see something on this that you would like reviewed, let me know and I'll prioritize it based on what you guys tell me.
Right.
That's a neat idea.
So Mel,
really like that.
On that one with the purse, are the handles wooden rings? I'm just trying to see the picture.
I am going to be straight up honest with you. I was just looking at that, and all I did when I first looked at it, and I was looking at I didn't look at the handles.
Just look at the yarn.
Give me just a minute, and let me see if I can't answer that question for you.
Oh, it's okay. Samantha Stewart says, "What is your favorite project to make with granny squares?" All can answer. Kelly says, "So far, just keep learning to make different kinds of squares, but haven't actually put any together yet."
I would have to say bags.
Bags. Yeah.
I like making bags.
I like blankets. I do. I don't know. I just like them. They're just cozy and I don't know. They're so retro.
They are. I've got this great big granny square bag that I made.
Do you put your granny squares in your granny square bags?
I do until my granny squares outgrew my granny square bag.
Because I remember you used to put your mosaics in your mosaic bag.
Yeah. I've got some granny squares in here, but they just don't all fit anymore.
Got to make a bigger bag.
I know, but I wouldn't be able to carry it. It'd be
You'd use all of your granny squares making the bag, and then you wouldn't have anything to put in your bag.
It'd be like sleeping bag size. I could stick myself in the bag.
There you go. Yeah. Ambi prefers to make Afghans. TLC Lopsided Crafter says, I have a Roseanne Granny Afghan in the works.
Very
I
cool.
love that one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I like this.
Find it quickly. I thought I saved it to my wish list, so I thought I was going to be able to find it quickly. Apparently, I didn't. So I need.
That's
to
okay.
The show.
It was just a quick question. Nothing urgent. I can look it up too.
I wanted to show you guys two really quick. So, the first book I'm going to show you, it's not granny square per se. There are some squares in here, but the idea of how to create these items are similar to how you would create a granny square. So it's crochet motifs.
Okay.
And it has a whole section on squares, but then it has circles,
octagon or hexagons,
triangles, exactly. So I realized that whenever I got it, but they do of course have squares, which are So anyway, I thought that was really, really nice. And I know Ursula used this book and created, she got used to one of the motifs and actually created a shawl from what she learned in this book.
Oh, cool.
That she did a tutorial on. And then the other one, this is not Granny Square related, but it was just when you were talking about getting your books from the library, and it was still in my car. But this is a book that I originally got at the library, and I loved it so much about learning stitches. They have this blanket here where you do a square and you learn stitches. And anyway, it's called Crochet Techniques. And this is what I originally got at the library.
Right.
And,
that's neat.
So if you look at this, on this side, these three are the same blanket, just made with different colors. Yeah. So
that's really neat.
I love this, and I got that at the library, and that's what I mean when if you go to the library, pick up a book, and then look for it on eBay, look for it on Amazon, and find it, and then if you love it that much. Because I've also picked up books at the library that I looked at them, I'm like, not for me. No.
I didn't buy that. Yeah.
Right. And that's why I wanted to do the reviews,
Which is perfect.
Because I've got a couple books so far and I'm like, I don't know if this one would be for me, but it might be for someone else. And I'll tell you why I think so, But Kelly is asking, what is the name of the first book, Mel, that you held up?
Oh, Crochet Motifs, Beyond the Square. Crochet Motifs.
Okay. Got that, Kelly?
Beyond the Square Crochet Motifs, and it's by Eddie Ekman.
I'll put it in the chat. Beyond the Square Crochet Motifs.
I love all these. I love this Pinterest board that you have up.
Yes. So you know how you tend to do this sometimes with the Instagram, and I'm like, you know what? Let me do the same thing. Instead of going through and picking a few of them that I find choice, let me just show you what you get kicked back at you when you put in this search term. So I put in a search term, Granny Square projects ideas, and this is what popped back at me. And I thought this was so cute. I love the Halloween themed stuff, and then the flowers, beautiful. But there's a bunch of different options here, and then sometimes you can do that search one day or 1 minute, and then 15 minutes later do the same exact search, and it pops back a different series. Just just like YouTube does, it'll pop the next one first because what you wanted. So, but I really, you can get a lot of ideas, and a lot of these will take you to blogs that these are free, and you can actually put in there free, after ideas, you can put in free, and then sometimes that'll get you blogs, that'll get you to free patterns.
I love that one with the kitty cats, the pillow up in the corner, the mini cats square.
Yes.
That is so
okay.
The cats below it, like the orange kitty with like the starry night behind it, and so I love that one too. I agree.
And it's a free pattern.
Is it free? See, I didn't even look this time. I just did a search, and this is what pops back. Some are going to be free, some are going to be cost.
Right.
Awesome. I love that.
So TLC says Eddie Eckham, that's the author of that book, is one of the ladies that judge your work for Crochet Mastery from the CGOA.
Oh.
And I want to say, I'm not positive, but I want to say that Margaret Hubert might also be that in that role. I'm not positive, but she might be. I know she's very involved in the CGOA too. So cool stuff.
Very, very cool.
I love it. Eventually, it will end up being a review on my channel, but I don't have specific dates in mind for that one yet.
So Facebook challenge entries. Our Facebook challenge this month, as most of you know, is Amigurumi.
Oh my gosh.
So Kelly has made us some cute little characters here for her Amigurumi.
Wow.
She even has them displayed.
I love what they're on. Is that PVC pipe?
It looks like it was some stuff twined around it.
Yeah. And painted green. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Super cute. Yeah.
Those are all so cute.
And the little crocodile. Oh my gosh. She makes me think of that crocodile from Sesame Street. I don't know if you remember that cartoon and he counted his toes or something.
Oh,
I don't know. Do you remember it?
It's right on the tip of my brain.
Okay. Well, Crafty Chats made this cute little teddy bear, and Verna made this cute little baby doll. How cute is that?
Love, love, love.
How cute.
And Kiki made this cute little guy, and I want to say it looks like something maybe from Pokemon?
Yeah, he does look a little like a Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know all the characters or anything, so I don't know if it is a Pokemon, but super cute. Look at those great big eyes.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Definitely looks anime with the way the light.
Yeah, for sure, anime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my younger sister would be like, "Oh, come on," because she probably knows exactly who that character is. But
right.
And so this is the last page of our slideshow. So next week we're going to be over at my channel, and my topic is, are you a hook hoarder? Ooh. And so I thought we would all look at our hooks and show our favorite hooks and our least favorite hooks and our absolute most expensive hooks and our most least expensive hooks, and just we're going to talk about hooks and hooking with our hooks.
That sounds like fun.
It's going to be about hooking. Hook hoarders.
Yay!
Because I recently discovered that I am one.
A hooker?
A hook hoarder.
Oh.
I'm a hook hoarder.
I am too. I pulled all of my hooks out today, and I really do have a lot.
I didn't realize how many I had until I did a live and I was going through all of my hooks. Yeah. And someone actually said, "Do you have any Hiya hooks?" And I'm like, "I know I do, but I don't even know where they are." And I found my Hiya hook, so I actually had more hooks than I realized I had on that night.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I
wow.
I'm actually going to be the one that does not hoard this particular item.
Because you have your favorites.
Wow.
I have my favorites, and I tend to give away what I end up not using.
That's right.
Yeah. So you can be the one going, "Oh, you guys."
Now, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of hooks. It's just that I usually, Anyway, we'll talk about it next week.
I'm a hoarder because I love them all. I love them all so much.
Well, they're easier to hoard than yarn.
This is true.
They're easier to find space for. You can fit them in a big Tupperware container.
Yeah, for sure.
I probably won't even have all my hooks to show you because I've got them in bags in different places.
Oh, see?
And so, as far as hoarding hooks, I actually do. I should probably talk about this next week, but I do have more than one of a specific hook because I know that I have sometimes more than one project going on with that size hook, like 8mm or 5.5mm or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hi, Granny D.
Hi, Granny D. And Carol Clark, thank you. Yeah, you saw my hoard. Quite a hoard. I was actually at Michael's yesterday, and I saw more prims, and I was like, oh, look, more prims. And then I remembered, well, I wasn't really that crazy about prims. Why am I even looking
I usually get excited about it, right? I need to try out prims. I need to check them out. I'm not sure if I'll like them because I tend to not like the drag on plastic, but I like the feel of that type of shape.
I can send it to you. Okay. And maybe you'll have it by Saturday.
Okay.
You can try out my prim.
Yeah, I can try it out and see if I like it.
It's a size 6, so.
Okay, that's fine. I use size 6 a lot, so that's one of those sizes I tend to use.
Yeah. See, now Granny D says she loves prims. So, yeah, give it a
Erica,
try.
Thank you for this message. I didn't know that, but Erica sent me this message. Ginger, be careful putting pics of others' work on your YouTube channel. Another well-known channel was threatened with a lawsuit from a viewer for using other people's intellectual property. Now,
we do always link to their properties because we're here to promote them, not to steal from them. I just want to put that out there. That's why we always have links to it.
Right. I was worried about that because I started thinking, well, maybe I should ask them before I post anything on the videos.
Well, that's tricky because you're not calling it your own, so it's hard to do. If you were calling it your own, there would be a problem. But I guess it's tricky because I'm thinking of copyright, and there's some. It gets tricky. I'm just saying it gets tricky because sometimes, like, even if you use like a GIF of a movie scene, that movie scene obviously is owned by the production house of that particular movie scene. But yet, if you use it in a certain way or only a certain number of seconds, then you're not infringing on their copyrights. It actually is almost a promotion of them.
Right.
So it gets very tricky.
That does. Oh, and Ellen, but thank you so much, Erica, for bringing that up, because I totally, I don't want to overstep my bounds onto somebody else's, somebody else's thing, and definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Ellen says, Ginger, ask Evelyn. Evelyn from Pink Sheep knows a lot about this, so I'll definitely ask her too.
Okay. Yeah. I did like one class on it, and there's so much to know about copyright. right. And but I definitely don't want to be taking anybody else's stuff for sure.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, that's why we always put down, if we're using a photograph or something from someone else's blog or their website, we always put a link to it to promote them. We're not trying to steal their intellectual property. We're trying to promote them. So most people would like that. It's like, oh yeah, thanks. You're driving more business to my website,
Right. Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do it right.
Well, yeah, but I'm definitely gonna, it's like, oh my gosh, you start doing all these things and it's like, oh, I didn't know that, like, there were rules about that.
Yeah.
So many rules.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where I love doing this because we're kind of learning as we're going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like the way I learn a lot about a lot of these things is like, one of our friends in the chat sending a message and saying, hey, look out for this or watch out for that. And I totally appreciate this, Erica. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Our local community college, I've noticed they have a great big, electronic sign out in front of the college. And one of their new course studies is social media and social media laws and things.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, wow, sign of the times. Maybe I should take that. Maybe I should take those courses.
Yes.
After learning how to do all this, we'll be able to teach them.
I don't know. Or we'll get sued, one or the other, though I don't think any of us have much that anybody would really want. We three rich ladies, you know.
Here's your quarter.
Yeah, I'll give you the quarter from my Aldi shopping cart. That's about all I can give you.
There you go.
Oh, Ambi, I did not see your comment. I'm sorry, and I don't dare want to touch my phone, or I might.
I'll look back for it. Let's see.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It must be back there quite a ways. Scrolling. Talk amongst yourselves.
Scrolling.
Amicrafts, I also emailed y'all.
Oh. Okay, well we'll look at the emails after the chat or after the.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you. I love getting emails.
You're like a 10-year-old.
I love getting emails.
I do.
I love getting them. I suck at responding to them, but I love getting them.
I like getting them in certain mailboxes.
Right?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
My work email, I could take it or leave it.
So much. It'd be good just to have an empty email work list.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing for the rest of the weekend?
I tomorrow am filming another book review.
Mm-hmm.
What's that book? Here it is. Haha. It's called When Bad Things Happen to Good Crocheters. And I just read this book, and it's actually a lot of reading in this book, not a lot of pretty pictures. But I read it, and so I'm gonna film my review on that tomorrow. And my review on this one is uploaded and will be viewable tomorrow. But I think that's it for my plans. Oh, and I'm going to Target.
Walmart.
Granny D.
My grocery shopping. I did part of it today, but then I was able to get my child on, clocked in to Great Clips because you can do it digitally now. So.
Wow.
Okay, Kat. Thanks. They just knocked something over. Anyway, so we had to cut that shopping trip short, so we're gonna finish that tomorrow, and then I'm going to have dinner with my mom.
Nice.
Ambi, are these your granny squares?
Wow, look at those.
Here,
I can see them, yeah.
I'm gonna put myself on the solo so we can all see Ambi's granny squares.
So nice, Ambi.
So many of them too. Those are so pretty. Oops. Oh. Exit solo layout. There we go.
AJ says, I filmed 2 videos last night while I could talk, and I'm paying for it today.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So have you lost your voice, or are you tired?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't like to mess around with lights and stuff, so I usually film in the daytime.
Lauren, yes, I am left-handed. So all of my videos, the left-handed version of my tutorials are the original. I flip them and make right-handed tutorials as well. But there are a few, and Ambi says that is not her. Those are not her granny squares.
Oh, well, they're very pretty.
But I have a few of my tutorials that I have not created the right-hand version of them. Mainly the granny square blanket was one because that's a pretty involved tutorial that I had to do and work out. So,
yeah.
So and I just haven't flipped them. That's all. I need to do that one day. I will get that done.
And I think too, Mel, that when someone already knows how to crochet,
they can look
and they're following the directions. Yeah, they know what you're doing.
And I talk the directions. I talk the directions always. I say them. I don't just
right.
So
it is very strange to look at for right-handed people.
Yeah.
But so now we know how you feel when you look at ours.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually not strange for me to see it that way because that's the way I have seen it.
Yeah.
Over to Dylan's house.
Oh.
Oh, he does.
Awesome! I love it.
Neil, I know my husband actually said, "Let me guess, you're going to crochet him a scarf."
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "Well, actually, I was thinking he needed a COVID mask, maybe."
or a messy bun hat. That would be kind of funny to see the little tufts coming out of the bun hat. But anyway.
He's so cute. I will put this out there. Neil was on clearance. He was on the clearance shelf. So I didn't pay an enormous amount of money for Neil. I don't know if he looks expensive, but I didn't want you to think I spent a lot of money on something and stuck a plant in it.
He does look like he could be potentially very expensive.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That doesn't even matter if you did spend a ton of money on him, stick a plant in. It's kind of awesome.
He's so cool. I just love him. That's Neil.
Yeah.
And he's my friend.
I like Neil.
My son was carrying him in the parking lot. I'm like, don't you drop him. And then I buckled him in the car in a seatbelt.
To make sure that he didn't get broken.
Because I didn't want him banging around. Yeah.
Right, for sure. You don't want his ear to be chipped off or something.
Like a sphinx with half a nose.
Oh, that'd be awful.
That would be awful.
Poor Neil. Poor Neil.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Let me look through these chats. Samantha, you will send me the presentation tonight or tomorrow from today and all the Yarn Hookers presentations. I will send you definitely today's.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I will work on the others. They're all PDFs, but not sure they're all still saved to my computer. There's quite a few of them on the Facebook group. So.
Yeah, because after the end of the year, we have 52? Almost 52. We do take a couple of weeks off.
Well, and we didn't always do slideshows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we didn't start off doing slideshows. I think we started them maybe in January.
Yeah.
Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll probably take
still a lot though.
4 weeks a year. By the way, we'll probably take off 4 weeks a year.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys know, 2 in the summer, and then 2 that cover Christmas and New Year's. Just so everybody knows our plans. We've talked about this. So 4 weeks in the year, we will not be live.
Right.
Yeah.
But we will be sticking around for quite a few, decades or something.
Yeah.
So
till we've reached world domination.
Until we reach. That's right. We reach.
Well, and then once we reach world domination, we have to stay up there for a while. So
for a little bit anyway. Yeah, for a hot minute.
Yeah. Till they start making statues of us that look like Neil.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm so childish. I'm sitting here thinking about how to add a nose ring to Neil.
Lori,
Neil. They've got plans for you, buddy.
And Lisa says she's glad she's not the only one who buckles things into seats.
It's true. I buckle plants into seats when I get new big plants. I buckle them up. Or I put them in my cup holders.
Right. You don't want them rolling around all willy-nilly in your car.
No way. No way.
All over the place.
Did you hear that, Willie? We don't want things willy-nilly.
No willy-nilly.
He's sleeping right here next to me. He's been here the whole time.
Wow. He's been sleeping hard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, it's getting to be about that time.
It is. It is.
Should we tell everybody what each of our individual channels will be doing in the upcoming week?
Sure.
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Well, then we'll start off with Mel. Hurry up, think.
All right. So I actually haven't edited it yet, but my plan is this week on my Tuesday video is going to be a haul from Hirschner's. I think it is from Hirschner's.
Nice.
It took me forever to get it, and it has nothing to do with Hirschner's, and I mentioned that. So, so there's that. It's not a huge haul. It's when they had their deal, and I got some skeins for $2 a piece, and a few skeins for 99 cents a piece. And then next Tuesday is when I plan on having a look at this, which these are usually pretty. That's Crochet World. These are very long videos, you guys. So I'm probably going to record it tomorrow, and then I'll have it out not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, so you guys can enjoy that. And I have an extra one, which means there'll be another giveaway.
I never win, though, so I'm going to have to get my own subscription.
There you go, exactly. I have actually had, I think, 1 or 2 people that live overseas that have won this for my giveaway. And I was just going to send them an Amazon gift card, but I went to their Amazon, and it's not available to them.
Oh.
So I do ship these internationally because it's not crazy expensive to ship them internationally.
Yeah.
So because it's just I just slip it in an envelope. I don't need a padded envelope or anything. So
do you get the media rate when you do international?
I do everything through pirate ship. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know it. I know media rate is really, really cheap. So if you're ever mailing books or magazines, if you ask for the media rate, it's quite a discount. So I didn't know if they did it internationally or not.
Got you. Okay, did not know that.
Yeah.
Sorry, anytime I bend down like that, I'm writing something down in my notebook so I can remember it.
Good idea. Good idea, Jen.
What's
going on for the next couple weeks in my channel? And of course, I have my lives coming up. So my lives on Saturday. Which any of you guys who haven't visited me during my lives, it is not like an instructional live, or it's nothing like that. It's a way for those of us in the community to just kind of gather and chat with each other and get to know each other. I usually ask icebreaker questions, and then everybody answers, and of course I answer them too. So that is what it's about. Community. My Saturday morning lives are.
I love your Saturday morning lives.
Me too.
Thank you.
What's going on at Ginger's?
Okay. Well, so far what I've got planned is all 4 lives are definitely down. Going. I've got my Wednesday morning and my Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Central Time, Affordably Geeky. And then Friday at noon is kind of a preview for what's coming up on the weekend with Yarn Hookers and Affordably Geeky. And of course, Yarn Hookers at Julie's, right?
Yay! Yep, it's at me this week.
Next Saturday. And then I'm going to be I've been working on getting more scheduled and organized. So I've got some things that I'm going to be working on. I hope to be posting at least 2 or 3 videos this week. So we'll see. I don't want to say what I'm going to be doing, because then if I don't do it, then
people down. I get you.
Then I'll feel bad. Yeah. So I'm working on things, and hopefully I'll be getting a lot of videoing done tomorrow. So that's about it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably get at least 1 card chat in. But yeah, that's probably it. That and then Yarn Hookers on Saturday. Yeah, and my video tomorrow. So yeah.
I need to get back into doing my my shorts, but I haven't had the time.
I know. That's just it. There's just never enough time.
Yeah, 1 video a week in my lives, and
right.
That's how I'm able to roll right now. I just had to make it more manageable.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of work.
That's good.
It is. Hi, bud.
All right.
Well,
we ready to sign out for the week?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, let me
Linda buckles her spinning wheel in.
Let me make sure I hit the right things now. Well, you guys, everybody in the chat, everybody that joined us in the replay, thank you very much for watching. We hope you have learned a lot about where to find some great granny square stuff, or at least that you have been inspired.
Granny squares.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, granny squares.
Hey, Mom.
Granny squares.
All right, I'll call you back. All right, bye. That was my mom. I will always answer the phone if my mom calls, you guys. So
okay, yeah, we hear ya.
I hope my son says that someday. Yeah. I hope he says it someday to a girlfriend. That would be even better.
Oh.
Right?
I will always answer.
Always for Mom.
Always for Mom and my daughter. Those 2, I will always answer the phone.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, take care. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.